met in college. I was Laurel's RA, and we just kept in touch over the following 4 years, doing long-distance relationships. And I had first thought that I had received a call to ordained ministry serving down in El Salvador in kind of a Roman Catholic context, but later thought that I was being called to marriage instead of ministry. And then in the meantime, Laurel felt that she had a call, and we sort of circled back around and started the discernment process at the same time.
Mm-hmm. We were talking last night about whether we imagined that planting a church would ever be in our future. I think we imagine that that might be part of our future in some way.
I'd always hoped to work with Laurel. I think we complement each other well, our different gifts. That I tend to be more sort of impulsive or possibly even reckless sometimes in my big ideas, and then as long as I can remember to check in with Laurel first, that almost always either kills the really bad ones, moderates the rest, and we can be a good team in that way.
I always had the hope that we would be able to serve together because we do have young children. There just seemed to be greater integrity in that. We come from a background that includes some intentional Christian communities, and so that element of integrity to kind of both serving the same body of Christ or the same faith community, especially when our kids were growing up, was our hope. So it's interesting, a lot of people seem really understandably concerned about this whole notion of serving together. You don't spend very much of your time together because you're doing your own independent work. It's not like people, I think, fearfully imagine that we're somehow like joined at the hip, sitting at like a desk together all the time. It's not like that at all. And even now, working together at St. Luke's, we do share an office because space is limited.
But we're 5 feet apart. I think what a clergy couple in leadership can make possible is just this breadth of gifts that one person couldn't possibly have him or herself.
I think that in some ways serving together as mission developers is a more natural fit than serving together in a parish. We had conversations with different search committees at different points about what that might look like, and people were open to the idea, but it was also clearly more of a challenge to imagine how like the two of us working as a team could fit. If you're trying to start something that's relatively complex or entrepreneurial, that it's helpful to have a team. You know, who doesn't want a startup team? And if you really feel like you actually can work well together, you've really thought about some of the ways that you actually complement each other, I think it's a great space for that.
I would just say that with anyone thinking about getting into mission development, you just really have to have a high tolerance for risk and ambiguity, uncertainty, chaos, the messiness of it. So as long as you can bring a sense of humor to it and just realize sort of what your passion is under that. For us, we really kind of reconnected with a passion for evangelism, even as we still kind of try to figure out what that means.
Hi, I'm Laurel Mathewson. I serve as a co-vicar or a priest or a pastor at St. Luke's North Park in San Diego.
My name's Colin Mathewson. I co-pastor with Laurel at St. Luke's North Park in San Diego.